Spencer, so we still don't really have any clarity on Joel Bitonio. His contract goes into the dead cap. Do you think he could play elsewhere in 2026? Is there a chance he comes back to the Browns still?
Yeah, I think listen, the way they've set this offensive lineup so far, there is theoretically still room for him, right? Because you can have Elton Jenkins play center, and then there's still a guard spot that's open, and Tevin Jenkins can certainly serve in that sort of backup first man up to play any of the interior spots role if he needs to. He did that last year as well. So there still is a place for him, I think, if he wants to come back. But what I found interesting was, you know, the Browns did nothing leading up to the new league year to try to, adjust his dead cap hit. $23 million immediately hit their books in dead cap because they let his contract void. And I found that kind of odd because even if he was still contemplating retirement, it felt like they could have just, agreed to a vet minimum type deal and allowed him to keep thinking about it up until June 1st, and then if he retires after that, or if he decides to retire, he can just retire after that, and then you can split that money because it would actually be coming after June 1st. It's not like a designated one like some of these other guys like Wyatt Teller and David Njoku were, and it puts you in position to save a little bit of money on your cap this year. For them to just kind of eat it all at once, I thought was kind of interesting. I thought that could suggest that maybe just maybe he's going to go play. He still wants to maybe play, but it might not be with the Cleveland Browns. But I do think he ultimately is still sort of considering retirement because we haven't heard anything at this point on that front, and I would imagine he's gonna announce in some capacity before he signs somewhere that he's either coming back or not. So I think there still is room for him on the offensive line if they want him to. And I think that whether what he decides could still sort of dictate how they approach the draft. Because if he doesn't come back, maybe they're then drafting another guard, or maybe they're drafting a center because they'll move Elton Jenkins to the other guard spot. But I think it is still very much up in the air. But I did think the way that it played out leading up to the new league year was a little bizarre.